Tim Deasy tries to get his hand to it and he can't quite get there, but what a break from Halifax Town. Some great work by the right hand side, and it was...
I'm afraid, Brian, it has to be said, the other person who's hardly put a foot wrong, who I think is defending well anyway,
and that, all the energy in the J. Davidson Stadium has been sucked out of the place.
We're in a difficult situation.
Sails across everybody for defence. A goal for Chester. Goal for Chester. Still Altrincham to clear off the line. Off the line. Off the line. It's in the net. It's in the net.
Sorry, Phoenix breaks, Phoenix has the shot and Phoenix scores. I was rambling.
Nottingham's going to go for the shot. Blocked by Thomas, comes out to Allen. Oh, what a finish from Richie Allen.
You know, becomes a little bit desperate, and so it was pretty poor.
Opportunity, Chambers hits it, Chambers scores it.
It's picked up by Ironside, looking lively inside the area. Gets a shot away and a good save there, but it's going to be a fourth goal there.
Byrne, nice pass in to Hempenstall, breaks to Love, and Love's trying to set himself for a shot and scores. Lita gives it back to Richmond. Richmond inside right position, plays it into Hume. Lovely ball by Hume. Shot and a goal by Josh Hancock.
It's had that same flow to it that we've become accustomed to of late, and it's so good to watch. It really is good stuff, and we're just in complete control.
Lovely play, comes out to Hancock to Poole. Poole's got a chance here. Can he score? He can! That is another fine goal. A little bit of controversy about that, but the goalkeeper never seemed to have the ball under control, or it was bouncing around for an awful long time.
I love football. I love this football club. It's growing on me every week I'm here. The fans are passionate. They let me know on no uncertain terms when we lose.
Hancock with the ball in the box. I think it's that John Hume that flicked it in. It was a lovely finish. He's run himself. Had a pop, the keeper's not moved, it's gone in slow motion.
3-0 to Altrincham. 25 minutes gone, and Altrincham absolutely running away with this one.
I am passionate about what I do. I couldn't turn up 3 times a week, give up the time I spend away from my family, my wife, my 2-year-old son, and not be passionate about it. And I feel that feeds through to my players. I hope it does, and I'm hoping Altrincham will reap the benefits of that on the pitch.
Is that scruffy, horrible goal across the line. In position in the middle of the Shaw Lane defence, but you've got to say it was an absolutely...
Oh, this time he's put it in the bottom corner of the net. He's done it all himself. He's run the length of the pitch, all into the bowel half, all the way on his own. Wasn't stopped once, put it in the back of the net.
I'm here to win games. I'm here to push on and take this team and this club as high as I can take it. And if I'm not the man to do it, it won't be for a lack of passion or work rate, because that's what I'm all about, my teams are all about.
Richmond going outside, and Richmond cuts inside his man. Good run from Richmond. Right footed ball into the danger area, another save. Left footed shot, and a goal! Goal, goal, goal! Chris Murray with a goal!
2-on-1 here with a chance to seal it. It's Johnson, he's got 1-on-1, finish it surely, and he does! And that's 2-0. And as I was reading the sponsorship, John Johnson has scored the second goal. Lofts the ball in, that's over everyone's head. And that's out for a goal kick, and there goes the full-time whistle. Grantham 0, Altrincham 2, second half goals have sealed the title. And John, the second, I mean, over the course of the season, really deserving, very tough, very difficult, very interesting game that was hard for, and the second that flashed over and probably could have won that reasonably by 4 or 5 if not the rest of it.
No doubt of that.
We've really enjoyed it, and we want to take this group up and test them at the next level. Something we're desperate to do. So delighted to get there.
But I just want to say one more thing as well on this season as a whole. I think people just need to remember and understand that this club's had 2 relegations coming into the NPL. Historically, teams have dropped straight down again. It's been a mammoth task by everyone, not just myself and Neil. Everyone associated with the club to stop that and go back up at the first attempt. It should not be underestimate the effort by every single person, fans, players, management team, media, directors, everyone, volunteers, everyone associated with this club. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have been able to do that today, and it's a fantastic effort by everyone. It's all we've ever done since we've started managing together is try and play football the way we feel it should be played, the right way. That's what we promised Altrincham we'd bring to this football club. That's what they were craving, attractive football but winning football, and we've done it, and we've gone and got the championship, and like you said, we've won it outright.
Altrincham level for all of about 2 minutes there, and again it was a poorly defended free kick, John. And Jordan Hume has his second goal of the season after 53 minutes, and Altrincham back on level 2.
It was curling round Tony Thompson, not a thing he could do. It was a great decoy run by Steve O'Halloran, but Willoughby cut inside, and a wonderful, wonderful finish.
Crankshaw here looks to try and make something happen on his left foot, turns inside, shoots, goal. It's a goal, great goal there.
I know it will turn, and it's got to turn quickly, because like I said, we don't want to be continuing like this, but it is still very early days, and we are showing that we can compete and do very well at this level, but we've got to punish teams that is the main thing I'm taking from this league so far. When we're playing well, we must win games and we must score.
Brian, the sun's out, beaming down his left side. Jordan Hume plus inside on his right foot.
Going to his left, and Pilling got something on it, but couldn't prevent it going in.
Turns inside out, left foot shot, 3-0, John Johnson.
Go the heads, good header by Jordan Burrow. Comes to Jake Yolt, great shot, goal! Goal! JT Bolt! In comes the effort from, what's a great goal! Connor Hampson!
Take that! Wonderful free kick! We're having it! Absolutely vintage gents ball, brilliant free kick, it really was.
They made it out for themselves by cutting through the centre, and a great 1-2 was played. It was down the left-hand side, and they squeezed it in.
Holmes to the edge of the area, possible shooting opportunity now for Nicholson. Nicholson right for his shot and a goal, what a goal! Steps up and scores! It looks like the giveaway is going to be a bit on that. He went the right way, but Johnston has got Altrincham back into this one. In towards Jones now. Jones forward to Paul, little flick around the corner.
Another amazing night at the J. Davidson Stadium. Come on, Josh. He steps up. He scores! Altrincham win! Altrincham are going to Chorley. They've done it. The Robins have done it. Due the pitch invasion. Altrincham have won on a penalty shootout.
I just can't, I've said it to you before, I can't explain how good it feels to win here, so nights like tonight will stay with me forever. It's an absolute joy to be around at the moment, just bursting with pride with wearing this top, having the Alti badge on it, seeing the people singing your names, turning up because they actually want to turn up and watch that type of football, and they believe implicitly in everything you do, and that's really there now with the fans. And that again, not only the performances on the pitch but the way this club's come together from where it was 2 seasons ago is just astronomical really.
Header, able to glide it down, pass to Peter Jenkins's left, and Altrincham takes the lead.
Ferguson looks a good player. Cross is a dangerous one. Oh, it's at the post, it's gone in!
It was headed down by Sean Newton, headed down to Joe Tate. It was a poor ball, and that's going to be a foul for Branson. It could be trouble, but Altrincham struggling here, and ball into Burrows, 3-1. It was Branson.
Tough at the start. I've seen it when I first come in. Players, whether they like it or not, will doubt certain things, but then when they win, and they win well, they'll believe in it. And you could see a little bit of doubt in a few players' minds at times in terms of decision making and what they were doing. But listen, they'll either get it right, or they won't be here. So, and that goes for everyone, and that'll include myself. If I don't get things right, I know I won't be here. So I'm fighting for my life every single game here. So are the players, because that's what this club demands and expects. They don't expect to get beat for one, but they demand a high quality football that we've been producing, and they demand victories as well. So I'm not all about pretty football, but we will stick to the style of play.
And he ripped the ball into the top corner of the net in the near post. That was a brilliant goal, and we will see whether that one turns out to be the winner in this game. The corner was brilliant, the header was fantastic.
9 men and the no goalkeeper. In it comes, it's a dangerous one, it's gone in straight from the free kick.
Touch, turned on his left foot and curled it around, belted from 10 yards out, and Altrincham leads 3-0.
Yeah, talking about John Johnson, nobody else would have got close to giving that ball in. That was a great pass by, I think it was James Jones, just puts open that Leicester Spark defence. It was out wide towards Andy White.
And a header into the left side of the goal. What a goal for Altrincham, that's 2-0.
A good quick free kick by Ashton Hemmings towards the back post. Really missed the drop from there. It was Johnny on the spot, so credit to him for that. And 4-0 wraps up a great afternoon's work. Brilliant the way he got in the tightest of spots. Picked out Josh Hancock. That was no easy finish.
Hopefully it's put that ghost of Boston to bed now. Obviously we were at the end of a 5-0 drubbing a week or so ago, so we know exactly how it feels, and we'll be we'll be very happy with the result. But as I've been saying for weeks, it's a ruthless league, and if you're not at it and the other team are, that can happen.
It's an interesting one, and it's a goal, and it's Tom Hannigan. Flicked it past the keeper. Altrincham 2, Hereford 0.
Through towards Hume through a goal here. Can he get a shot away? Oh, he's got him! Finished by Jordan Hume. Inside the area, will he shoot? Back to Hume. Oh, it's 4-1. And once again, it's that classic Alty counter-attacking play. Inside towards Hancock, back towards James Jones. Now it's Malarkey at the back four, alongside towards Andy White. Alty just looking to see this game out now, about 20 minutes to go plus injury time. Once again today, here's Johnson down the right hand side, bit of space once again from number 7, inside towards Hume, edge of the area, Densmore's running forward, Densmore's in the area, can he get a shot away? Oh, what a goal! It's Sean Densmore!
And Altrincham from absolutely nothing, their first opportunity to actually put the ball in the box from the set piece, and they have themselves a goal. It was scrappy, oh boy, it was scrappy.
That's a poor ball, intercepted. I think Sean Wellington's done well. Johnny Hume now goes in 1-on-1, beats his man, it's in! It's another mistake!
Here we go, Hancock steps up and he belts it into the back of the net. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way.
Dangerous, great cross coming in, and there it is, first goal of the afternoon. Flicked on there, great goal, it's on the line, has he got it forced over? Yes, it is! And it's Jake Hume does well, gets the ball to Johnston, Johnston tries to pull it back, tries to find. Oh, what a goal! What an absolute screamer! Well played by Johnson, put Hancock in, all he had to do was pick his spot. It was the persistence of Jordan Hume that won the ball there. Once he got past the defender, then he had Johnson in support.
Flick on header, it's still to be halfway. Shouts from the supporters, back of the goal. Chance, goal! Melton scored! Jordan Hume was trying to retrieve the ball from the back of the net. That's Altrincham want to do. To, of course, do a quick restart. There's an energy of Richmond going forward here. Richmond draws Davis towards him. Richmond still the ball to feet, finding the goal scorer Jake Malt, finding Malarkey. So great strike from Jake Malt. Numerous times he scored goals with on a volley that have sailed past keepers, and a great opportunity and a great timing, of course, to get back on the score sheet and back into this game at 1 goal apiece here as Richmond finds Densmore right side. Densmore thinks, looks up, gets inside to Harrop. Harrop into penalty area. Densmore back to Harrop. Harrop thinks about having a shot. Left foot in the penalty area. Andy White has a shot. Andy White left footed at the edge of the penalty area. Great interplay with Harrop and Densmore, and from nowhere, Mellier players. Andy White had time to look.
And the league table does look a lot more promising now. 7 points behind the last playoff place, with 4 games in hand. So there really is an opportunity for us to go for it now.
I think so. I think we've been playing pretty well. Regardless of this last 4 games, I thought the Farsley game and the 2 games against Farsley, I thought we'd done okay, and we were unfortunate not to get through in that tie. So I think generally we've been playing pretty well. We've looked a bit more clinical at the minute at the top of the pitch, but we realise we've got a real tough month ahead. There's a hell of a lot of games in there to play, and some tough ones as well. So yeah, as long as we compete and we play how we're capable of, I think we'll be fine.
Altrincham 1 up, and once again Sean Densmore, the architect, in creating the chance for Jordan Hume. Ball's been mislaid, and it comes to Piers. Piers finding Hancock. Hancock thinks about having a shot. He does have a shot. That's a wonder strike. That is absolutely wonder strike. He had a great chance first half, but just sailed over the bar. But that was just better, better, better. It's Tom Pearce, cool as you like. First time on the nut of the head. Gatekeeper this time, Hemming once again, no chance whatsoever. And pinpoint cross, pinpoint header.
Hancock will get the chance to cross against a beautiful cross. Oh, what a cross! Felix holding off Williams. Hits it left footed. Oh, what a goal! What a magnificent goal!
And that is a perfect start, just what Altrincham needed. Jordan Hume made the goal, Josh Hancock finished it, he couldn't miss. And that is exactly what we wanted there.
Looked like Altrincham were dithering a little bit, but again, Jordan Hume provides the killer ball.
Here's Jordan Hume to offside flag, his through and goal. Surely, dinks over the keeper. Jordan Hume scores. Here's Molt, he gets the play back. Oh, it's a goal. Oh, I was going to say it's a goal, but he's at the post. He's at the inside of the post. Here's Molt again. Shots. Oh, that's a goal. What a goal by Josh Hancock.
On the right hand side for Mooney. Mooney looking for shooting room, and it goes to Hume, and Hume makes it 4. He's in the penalty area, they can't clear it. Shot comes in, and it's 5-2, and it's Jake Molt.
There's a swift move by Kettering. Ball played out to Lyndon Meikle on the left hand side.
From Man over everybody, it's a goal there. It's been headed in. I think it was Malarkey got the header on it. Curled it into the left hand corner, and that's 4 goals in 4 games and a fantastic start.
If you saw his FA Cup goal at Southport, it was pretty much like that.
Carl Magnay, stooping header straight into the back of the net.
That was sublime. Hancock found him on the left corner of the penalty area, cut inside, precisely the same position, and blazed the final whistle on a tremendous Altrincham performance. Make no mistake about it.
Yeah, there's lots of things to be proud about this season. I mean, you look right back at the start of the season when we were able to retain this great squad. Everybody would probably look at it and think that were they just a one-season wonder, they gained promotion from the Northern Premier League into the Conference North, and to finish 5th at the first asking was a real top achievement, and we all enjoyed last season. Seeing it on the documentary back and back again was absolutely thrilling for everyone. So for me, it was really important to retain that squad and sort of stuck by our values of rewarding success. And they've done it again, and they finished 5th again, had a fantastic FA Cup run. I mean, to beat the teams we did on that cup run was phenomenal, really, if you look back at it. And we had some great teams to play against, like Chester. I mean, Hales Owen, when you look back, was a huge pitfall for us. But again, when you look at how well they've done in the FA Trophy, it was a really good win away there. And then obviously Southport and York. And then unfortunately Portsmouth was just a step too far for us. But what a great FA Cup run. And then to finish 5th at this point in the season, obviously we don't know, we could have finished higher. To replicate the league finish that we did last season just fills me with pride in this team, and the belief that me and Neil in particular had that we did the right thing in retaining this squad. So when I look back through the season and you look at the spine of the team in particular, I know everyone's played the part, but I look at the spine through from Tony Thompson through to Jordan Hume, ever presence throughout the season, right through the middle, Jake, etc., Josh, Willow, people like that, the centre halves. And obviously, everyone's played a part, but for me, the spine of the team did absolutely outstanding for us this season, and everybody else in and around that has played the part, and is a big reason why we did so well.
Hancock hits it! Gray turns it onto the bar. Hume tries to get there, and it's gone behind already. And that was so close, and a good save to be fair by Hume.
Yes, it was. We said he was capable from that range, Mark, didn't we? And he certainly showed he is capable. That was a great free kick, heading for the top corner. And credit to Louis Gray, he did extremely well to get a hand to that, and just enough of a contact.
No sign of rust from Tony Thompson.
No, absolutely. That was a moment of real danger. The cross was perfect.
Terrible back pass by Graham. Brings in with a great save by Graham. Turned it behind for a corner, and that was ring rustiness from Graham, definitely.
Well, it was, but I think the keeper hesitated.
Little ball to Hancock. Hancock shoots! It's in! A terrible mistake by Louis Gray as Josh Hancock drove it in from 25 yards. Gray should have equalised.
Yeah, Mark, all I'd say was it was a mistake, and I wouldn't quibble with that assessment, but that was a very, very difficult shot to deal with.
And the header comes in from Grand, who scored against Altrincham before now, and it's tipped over the bar by Thompson.
This time Jake Malt clears it, and Hume's got a chance to run. He's one-on-one really, and he can get it through to Mooney. Mooney's, and he's gone down in the area. It's going to be a penalty. He's given it. He's given it, John. It looked a bit soft. He sent him off, was he? He sent him off as well.
John Johnson.
Referee blows his whistle. Durrell steps up. Shoots it in! Straight down the centre. The keeper moves to his right early. We'll take it. Oh, and a good chance, but he's got it back to Mooney. Mooney with ball at his feet, he's gone left to Durrell. Durrell in the area with his left foot, he tries to shoot, he gets past it, it's in! It's a great goal by Elliot Durrell. He ball at his left and he's just able to chip the goalkeeper, and that's got to be it now, John. 3-0 against 10 men. We're all heading to York.
It looks very much that way.
Oh, and that's been given away, and it's a chance in the area for Chester, but it's wearing across it inside, it's a shot, it's a goal for Chester. Just as you were saying that, John, this is not over there. Chester, chance here on the left-hand side for them, for Waters. Crosses it to the far post, it's header, it's goal. It's 3-2. It's 3-2 here at the J. Davidson Stadium, and it's going a bit wrong.
with Johnson and Murray, their teams, they don't give up, and they've sensed. The thing is, that first goal gave them the sense of something. They looked at big Draggle team up to them 3-0. It looked at formality.
As soon as he takes this, and it's high into the area, and it's a fist from Tony Thompson. It's gone out for a corner. He blows a whistle. Altrincham are through, and that's an absolutely tedious, difficult end, John. I can't believe how much we made of that, but we're through to York.
Right, tell you one thing, Simon. the layoff that we've had for 4 months, we've forgotten one thing: how tortuous it can be to be an Altrincham supporter.
100%.
Well, we just spoke to the lads. Obviously, it looks really poor, doesn't it, being 3-0 up against 10 men and then allowing them back into the game. But we are playing the best teams in the league. That's why we're in this position in the playoffs. So I'll take the positives, as we always do. To be 3-0 up in absolute cruise control, then for the game to swing the way that it did, whether they had 10 men or not, it did in their favour, and the character they showed to come back into it. But for us, the resilience that our players showed today just shows what it takes to go up in this league. So hopefully we can learn from that. We've shook off a bit of a ring rust, so to speak. That's our first competitive game in 4 months. So to score 3 goals, to come out the other end when the game could have easily swung in their favour in the second half, shows abundance of character. But the quality, really, I was most impressed with.
I think we always thought, my opinion was that the two teams who win today would have a bit of an advantage going into next week, possibly. Hopefully it'll pan out that way, with the fact that having a competitive game. So you didn't really know as much as you can prepare as well as you had done. We thought we'd covered all bases in terms of the training we'd done and the fitness work. You don't really know where you're at.
The fans here show a real sense of community. They get behind us on everything we do. I'd like to think the teams that myself and Neil are able to put out give them something to be proud of and a reason to want to do that as well. So I know it's not easy at times, and especially not now during this period. But we just want to thank them to give us the opportunity to be able to do it, because without them we'd be nothing, and we like to think with what we do on the pitch we give them something to put a big smile on the face about.
We'll move on to York now, don't we, next weekend? Thoughts on that? Confident, another week to prepare even more, and as you say, 90 minutes under the belt this afternoon. We're going there in confident frame of mind.
Definitely. Record's been good against them, totally different opposition, totally different probably shape in terms of what they play. A lot of experienced players there, experienced management staff. It's always been a good game up there against them. Nice place to go and play. We've done well there in the past, so yeah, we're going there with every confidence.
Phil, echo those sentiments?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got a good record, haven't we? So we're looking forward to the game. And if we would have been in this position at the start of the season where we had to win 3 games to go up, we would have took it, wouldn't we? So that's one out of the way. Hopefully we can tackle the next 2.
Good afternoon all, and welcome to Bootham Crescent for the National League North playoff semi-final between York City and Altrincham. On behalf of myself, Guy Mowbray, Brian Flynn alongside me, and all at both clubs, a huge thank you for being with us. Kempster to be strong to hold off the challenge. Ferguson now, only Burrow in the box. Burrow will get the chance. There might be a chance here, there was for Kempster.
He sort of hoofs the ball up, knocks the ball into the ground and bounces it up past the goalkeeper. Very difficult to execute.
Not sure if we'll ever see that again in an Arsenal shirt. There's Hampson. This all started because of a wasteful clearance from Pete Jameson, the York keeper. And Altrincham are looking very comfortable in possession.
It's quite similar to the way the 2 games in the FA Cup and the FA Trophy started. Altrincham dominating possession and the territory as well. The difference is York have had a great opportunity inside the first 5 minutes.
That's Jake Malt. It's a super ball too, controlled by Mooney. Might be a chance for Hancock. Jameson's got a hand to it, but it has rolled into the net, and Altrincham have the lead. 7.5 minutes in.
Josh Hancock, great play again by Dan Mooney, and Josh Hancock picked up the loose ball. Jameson got something to it, but Jordan Hume gleefully just watched it go into the back of the net. Josh Hancock scores after 7 minutes. It was after 83 minutes that he got the goal here last year, 7 minutes from the end, so there's a little bit of symmetry there.
lifted up in the air by Hannigan. Fired back in by Newton and off the top of the bar. As usual, has the option of Ferguson left. And that's turned in towards goal, but it's straight at Tony Thompson, who holds.
Terrific catch in the slips there from Tomo.
Here's Hancock. Now there might be something developing for the team in red and white. Durrell drifts inside away from McLaughlin to shoot, and shoot narrowly wide. It opened up for Elliot Durrell just as he would have liked it to.
Yeah, he created the opportunity nicely there, and when Elliot Durrell pulls the trigger from that sort of distance with that sort of opportunity, you expect the net to bulge. Great credit to Callum Griffiths. Superb dink over Connor Hampson and a fine effort, well saved by Tony Thompson, and he's also blocked the second attempt as well. Good little spell there for York, but Altrincham are resolutely defending and they're holding out, keeping that clean sheet.
Against McNulty. McNulty's allowed him to turn and shoot. Off balance, it was always going to be difficult, but the fact that he got an opening is encouraging for Altrincham. Altrincham might be smiling again in a moment. There's a real opportunity for them here, but it's put wide. That was a goal on a plate.
Josh Lundstrom, he's got through there and he's flicked it wide, and that is a fantastic opportunity for the Robins to double their lead and get 1 foot in this Vanarama National League North playoff.
Ferguson ahead of him. Ferguson's urging Moke to continue running. And that's what he does. All the way to play it into Ferguson. Good work from Moke. Ferguson across. It comes off Burrow and it bounces wide. He didn't know a lot about it, but it actually was a really presentable chance. It just was fired into his feet with too much. Only 3 players under contract for next season, which isn't far away. I don't think we have a date yet. There's Hume. Hume gets past one challenge. Can't get past McNulty. Hampson, he's managed to get past Griffiths, and that's Hume's header onto the bar. Here's the follow-up from Pears, and Pears has done it again against York City. Every time he comes to this ground, he scores for Altrincham, and that one could mean the end of York City's season, the end of their promotion hopes. It could be the goal that takes Altrincham through to the National League North playoff final. Tom Pears again.
Absolutely remarkable. Tom Pears, 3rd time this season that he's done it. Connor Hampson did superbly well, opened it up, cross, the header came in off the crossbar, thought it was going in at first, off the crossbar, came to Pears. It was a fairly routine finish, but you've seen those missed, and he just pummeled it past Peter Jameson. No chance for the York goalkeeper.
Played in and over the top from Maguire. He just stuck out a foot, and there it is. Altrincham celebrate. They're doing it the long way. They're doing it the hard way. They beat Chester last week. They've won 2-0 at York today. Brian, congratulations. You must be absolutely delighted.
Thank you. I've got to say, that is a magnificent performance from the team. Bill Parkinson and Neil Sorvel probably couldn't have asked for any more. Started really brightly, got the opening goal through Josh Hancock, and then withstood. York played well in that first half, withstood a lot of pressure, and eventually the second goal came. Both sides deserve credit.
Well, this was the opener. This was Josh Hancock profiting from a mistake there from Adam Buxton. He couldn't get a hold of the ball and managed to squirt it under Jameson and McNulty to make it 1-0. 8th minute, that was after York had passed up a wonderful opportunity through Alex Kempster. And then the second goal inevitably came from Tom Pears. It's the 3rd time that he scored on this ground for Altrincham this season. Off the bar, came back beautifully to him unmarked, and he did the rest. And Altrincham have done their job to the letter today. Best of luck to them as they go into the National League North playoff final. They will face either Boston away or Gateshead at home in a week's time.
Yeah, it's magnificent, isn't it? It's a real credit to the players to be able to go and do that. It's something we'll take a lot of pride in, and we'll use that as a motivational tool moving forward. And like I said, it's not just luck that happens. It's been a lot of hard work on the training pitch, a lot of hours put in, a lot of extra hours put in as well, I might add, by the players, by the staff, to be able to get to those levels. So full credit to everyone involved, and as you said there, we're seeing the rewards of that hard work. They always say cream rises to the top, doesn't it? So the two teams who've probably been in form probably deserve to be in that final for all the hard work that they've probably put in during that 17-week period. I think you're sort of seeing them two going head-to-head on Saturday. So they're a team we really respect. They're a team that we're going to sort of really study and we look at and make sure we're as prepared as we can be going into that game, because anything less than 100% then we'll get beat. It's as simple as that. They're one of the best teams in the league. They deserve to be where they are. They finished above us, so we'll give them all the respect they're due. But we're also due a little bit of payback as well, because they absolutely thumped us at their place earlier on in the season. I don't want to be that guy who makes excuses and looks for an out before a game, but we're fighting bigger budgets every single game we're going into, teams who are hybrid full-time. That's what we faced all the way through, and we won't sort of hide away from the challenge that we face, but we believe we're good enough to go there and get a result. And we'll be doing everything in our capabilities to do that.
And it'll be the third and final game played behind closed doors. What sort of experience have you found that? It's
been a bit surreal, but I think when you're in the heat of battle and you're watching your team play, I think even if there's 10,000 people behind you, when you first walk out you would notice, but you're that sort of embroiled in the game, you don't really notice, to be honest. Obviously when you score a goal, you don't get that roar that you would normally get, but in general, I think once the game starts, I don't know if it's just me, but I don't really notice that much difference. It's obviously magic when you've got all the fans there and they're all shouting and cheering, but when you're watching the game, it's the same when you're a player. You don't really hear it. It's a bit of a dim noise, so it has been surreal, but we're kind of getting used to it now.
To the physical challenge offered by the home side this afternoon.
Very much so. Last week's match against Gateshead was, I think, best described as a robust encounter. Probably favours Mooney with his left foot, but it looks like Hancock's going to take it, curls it round the wall, and he's only just wide of the post. Peter Crook was watching it.
Done a good job of forcing Alty to go long where they might prefer to play short. They're coming down the left here.
Yeah, they've let Knowles keep that in. I think they were expecting an offside flag that didn't come, and it's back to Thewlis, who's now attacking Richmond, and he gets to the byline, and Richmond does very well to backstep a couple of yards into his box and block the cross which goes for a corner. But that was perhaps a little bit shoddy defending, as there's a quick corner here, and again it's taken to a Boston player who can get across into the box, and it's gone to the back post, and I think he was onside there. Inside the Boston half as Malarkey strides over the halfway line. He's come inside one tackle. He's going to have a go, and his left foot is deflected. And just for a moment there, no, I don't know about you, it looked like it might have been creeping just inside Peter Crook's near post.
Yeah, one of those where you just don't know where it's going to land.
So it's a free to be taken by Fanoy. Into the box it goes, and it's that's the best chance of the game. It's over the bar. It was the centre half and captain Luke Shields who got free, and I think perhaps he's cornered off his shin, but that will be a warning sign there for all. It was a good ball, and it was about 8 yards out, and it looked a bit lucky that we've got away with one there.
Malarkey does well, turns away from Knowles, plays it forward, Rollins gets a foot to it, but Malarkey takes it back off him. Another good run by Malarkey. Tries to roll it through, it comes back to Malarkey again. That would have been an amazing goal, but he just didn't catch hold of the shot, and Crook was able to save it. It was a fantastic run by Toby Malarkey, and just didn't have the finish
Well, would you believe it? Toby Malarkey's probably had Altie's 3 best chances in this game. It's quite remarkable. That was a fantastic run.
To Mooney, the ball breaks to Hancock. Hancock runs at Platt, gets it down the left-hand side for Durrell. Hampson overlaps him. Durrell gets the cross in, looking for Hume, headers it just wide. It was a much better chance than his previous one. And Jordan Hume's head goes into his hands. I think he thought he should have got that one at least on target. Down the left-hand side for Durrell. Hampson overlapping like a train. It's not a great ball by Elliot Durrell. And Rollins does well, but his clearance only finds Durrell again. Durrell thinks about his shot. It's on target. Just.
Yeah, slightly more promising. Elliot Durrell in a bit more space there, but it was the pass just didn't have enough weight on it for Connor Hampson, and Hampson had worked really hard to offer him the overlap, so that was disappointing. And then Durrell's shot.
Good effort by Jordan Thewlis. Sorry to cut across you there.
No, absolutely, that came from nowhere.
Yes, the ball was headed away by Toby Malarkey. Perfectly respectable defensive header, but Thewlis volleyed it back. Jake Moult takes it quickly, looking for Simon Richmond of all people down the right-hand side. Thewlis has gone back well with him, but Richmond beats him. Richmond's got a few men in the middle, gets it to Mooney. Mooney's got a little bit of space here. Mooney to Durrell. Durrell tries to play it on, it's deflected. And the keeper's dropped it! And Altrincham have scored! And it's a nightmare! It's an absolute nightmare for Peter Crook! What was he doing? He came out to pick the ball up. It was the easiest pick-up you could possibly imagine. And he dropped it straight at the feet of Dan Mooney. Dan Mooney said, "Thank you very much." Slotted it into the Boston United goal, and a complete disaster for Peter Crook, the Boston United goalkeeper.
Well, would you believe it? In a game of this magnitude, to make an error like that, really inexplicable from Peter Crook. He'll be the loneliest man in the world out there. But Alti, you have to say, probably on the balance of this half, deserve to be ahead because they've come out a different side this half. That was good build-up play. Simon Richmond causing Thewlis problems on the right-hand side for a change.
Throws it back to the goalkeeper. The referee's looked at his watch once. Crook clears. It's not the best clearance. There goes the whistle! Altrincham are back into the conference. They beat Chester 3-2 in a thriller at Moss Lane. They went to York and beat them 2-0 at York's last game at their ground. And they've come to Boston, the form team in the league since Christmas, the last game at York Street, and they have beaten Boston by 1-0. And the goal, whilst my co-commentators gather their thoughts, to remind you, came in the 65th minute, courtesy of Dan Mooney, who's only played a handful of games for the club before the lockdown, and it came in an absolutely calamitous set of circumstances for Boston United. A harmless ball was played through. He wasn't under that much pressure. It was Peter Crook, and he spilt the ball, and Dan Mooney trickled a shot agonisingly towards the goal. There was a time where I thought he wasn't going to win. Some noise being made by the players banging on the hoardings here as we wait for captain Jake Moult to come over. It's such a nice sight to see players like Richmond but also Moult getting a chance to right the wrongs of what happened with those 2 successive relegations. As the fans can enjoy this moment in retrospect as Moult picks up the trophy and lifts it, and you can hear the roar in the background as the Boston players look on. It's the promotion final winners 2020,
Altrincham are back in the conference. They're back in the Vanarama National League. They've lifted the promotion final trophy to complete 2 promotions in 3 years, from the low of being relegated twice in 2 years to going back to join the top tier of non-league football for the 2020-2021 season.
And it's so special because, as we say, this group of players have been together and they've built it, and you can tell from the celebrations that it means so much to them, because they've been through they've really taken to the philosophy that Phil Parkinson and Neil Sorvel have tried to instill, and they really are a collective, and you can see that now. They've got the trophy, they're going to have their photos taken. Unfortunately, Boston United trudging off the pitch, it just wasn't their day, but it's Altringham's day, and they've had a fantastic season. Admittedly, it's ended in bizarre circumstances here at a more or less empty York Street ground, but take nothing away. Phil Parkinson and Neil Sorvel had 3 games to win, and it took a huge effort from them, from the players, and from everyone at the club to get us here.
It's been all about progression since you joined the club back in 2017. First club to win the Evo Stick, having been relegated from the National League North in that season. Then we made the playoffs last season, semi-finals. We progressed already by today because we made it to the final, but winning was so important. But it's a fantastic jump for the club when you consider where we were back in April, May 2017.
It is. I mean, I remember coming in, and it was absolutely fantastic during pre-season, and I don't think we both realised how difficult it would be until that first Stafford game where it didn't go our way, even though we thought we'd played well. I think the fans certainly let us know that they weren't happy with losing a game at the MPL, and certainly give us a kick up the backside to know that we need to do a little bit better. But I'd like to think we've never let them down. The players have certainly never let us down. The fans always get behind us, so I think we've changed that sort of culture here, that belief in what we do, and hopefully that can continue.
I remember the first time I met Phil, I was blown away by just his enthusiasm for the game, his love of the game, and I thought he'd make a huge difference to this club. That has been an absolutely massive difference, with 2 promotions in 3 years, back in the National League. Now he's at a level where I think we can see him getting ready to kick on to the next stage with Altrincham.
You know, as a management team, as a player, as a coach, you know, you want to manage, coach, play at the highest level possible. So it's the next progression for us, and a massive challenge, but it's the next step up, and you know, we'll go and attack it how we've attacked the other 2 divisions since we've been in here, and go and try and win games, as many as we can.
It was one of them, I say, surreal moments at the end, like when the whistle went. You just thought, wow, honestly, we've done it. Absolutely brilliant. And as I said before, I think it's only the bad times that make the good times all the better, in that kind of sense. We got the 2 relegations. It's history now, that is. We've brought the right people in, they've done a good job, and we've got back to where I think the majority of us think that we should be, and we're looking forward now to next season.
Let's leave the last word to Phil. Phil, tonight I'm sure it's going to be a massive celebration. A bit strange because we're in lockdown again in Manchester, so not quite sure how that one's going to work out, but I'm sure we're going to make the most of it.
We certainly are, Bri. Just want to thank everyone for all the support, all their efforts over this period and since we've been here, and we'll continue doing what we've always done and give everything to give you guys what you want and what you deserve, which is a great football team and something to be extremely proud of. So we're ready to go.